so much. Oh my God.
Listen, know that the wrong person has been in prison.
Yes.
The government are the one responsible for the killing of our people.
Yes, we all know that.
Responsible for that. I am here because of the life of my people.
Yes.
And we're not giving up.
Yes. No, never.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Honestly. This is my weekend word. This is my confusion word. Listen to Biafran. I'm illegally USA. About the one lady girl. Funny they go to work. Funny they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. Wherever they go. Wherever they go. Opposite booty. But they're not behind the side. Along the Sukutu Road. I see people run. I see people run. Then I say, driver waiting they happen. Driver waiting they happen. And I'm a good body. See no day for dog. See no day for dog. If you better you take your irons. Then I call the driver. Driver waiting. Driver waiting. This is my weekend word. This is my confusion word. Listen to Biafran. I'm illegally USA. About the one lady girl. Funny they go to work. Funny they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. Wherever they go.
Let the universe bear witness to the sacred code. The ground beneath us does not yield to seasonal guests. The tenant cannot sack the landlord. The employee can never sack the employer. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains the supreme leader of IPOB. His command is final. Whatever he says goes. Pursuant to the strict authority of the supreme leader and the sacred unyielding IPO code of conduct, the third administration of the DOS is hereby dissolved. The sentence is passed, your names are permanently erased. Chika Edozi, you are sacked. Tony Nsurumike, you are sacked. Austin Akpanyim, you are sacked. KukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukuikukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukukuskuYou are in the employee cannot fire the boss. Tenant cannot sack the landlord. Martin Omnicano is the leader, the supreme leader of IPO. Through the trials, through the chains, his word remains absolute. Whatever Martin Omnicano says, goes. Whatever the supreme leader says, goes. They thought darkness could hide the shadows of greed. They forgot the soil remembers every treacherous deed. After the illegal extraction, when the leader was taken away, the enemies of the struggle came out to play. Governor Deguma, he paid $500,000 of blood money bribe to buy collars for the scholars of shame. The cash advertised the release and traded the crown, private media houses just to tear the leader's legacy down. But the truth is a rock, it crushes the hand that betrays. But in the darkest hour, the true guardian stood high, refusing to let the message of restoration die. We lift our voices to honor the ones who defended the light, the shield of the truth, in the dead of the night. Thank you, Biafra, thank God, media for standing so bold, for ensuring the untold, the truth was always told. Salute to the dedicated souls of heaven, standing the test. Salute to the rising sun, healing and blessed, and the ambassador for self-determination marching ahead, keeping the fire burning for the living and the dead. You defended the leader, you shielded the name from the stain. Oh, whatever Mazi Namdi Kanu said goes. Whatever the supreme leader says, oh. The fourth cause is here, working with global power to heal the land. The genocide must stop, the boss has spoken. Biafra spirit never dies. From the roots to the sky. In the silence of the night, we still call your name. Through the storm and the struggle, we carry no flame. Though the walls may be high and the chains may be strong, your voice echoes louder every freedom song. Oh, we remember your courage, we remember your stand. For the people, for the future, for the promised land. Even when you're not here, your spirit still leads. In the hearts of the people, in our words and deeds. Oh, we no go tired, we no go fall. Through the fire, we stand tall. We know he will be free. Oh yeah, in our hearts, in our dreams, we believe. Simon Ekpa, we call your name. Born for the struggle, born for the flame. We know he will be free. One day, through the night, we go see better day. We miss your voice, your guiding light, but your spirit keeps the fire burning bright. From the streets to the villages, the message go round. Every voice, every soul in a freedom sound. No prison can silence what the truth has begun. Like the rising of the moon and the shining of the sun. Hey, they can try to hold you down, but they don't understand. This is bigger than a man, it's the cry of a land. From the learners to the youth, everybody know. Freedom is a seed and it's already grown. road. Oh, we gon' rise again. We don't go fail through the pain. Your voice we hear. We know He will be free. Oh yeah. In our hearts, in our dreams, we believe. Simon Ekpa, we call your name. Born for the struggle, born for the flame. We know He will be free. One day, through the night, we gon' see better day. We miss your voice, your guiding light. On your spirit, keep the fire burning bright. Even in absence, you're never gone. In every prayer, in every song, your strength lives on, your fire remains. Breaking the silence, breaking the day. Sunshine, freedom, freedom, we cry. Freedom, freedom, we rise. We know He will be free. Oh yeah. In our hearts and our dreams we believe. Simon Ekpa, we call your name. Born for the struggle, born for the flame. We know He will be free.
Oh, yes, I got now. Mama, you house. And you wear the house. You know, when you wear it on, you wear the other. Oh, man, you wear now, what's it? Go follow the music to how I want to know. So, then I'm not wearing now. We're not teaching grace. Why you could hear, go be gone. So I'm actually to whatever I like. We'll talk with the police. I never got a book when no one in the world was silent down in the book. You know, whatever I may ask for that. In the court, home, many watch over many lawyer. Get my car to Aga. I am an answer to Biafra when it comes to Titian. I now believe in come accustomed to the Berlin. However, I now. And you could consider organic apple cheer. And you could consider organic apple brand. When you're running actually get my cabin, also got a easy to new and other way. I want a home chineke. Ababa I answer. Ababa no na sike chuku. Ababa no na za chineke. Ababa no na za chisom. Ababa no na za chisom. Nna gani so. Only very 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 that you so botany. That you will not botany. That God John. That you will not. That you will take to sue. Oh, I'm very Goliath. She made them not do it. She brought to our man. That's all about money. Oh, when I go to the type of video of us. Then I need to run those on the case. What are they? I got the group of y'all. All the one I'm waiting to leave on the one of that. You're going to go. I don't want to go before what I got. They say, come on, I'm going to go out of the all the other items were animals. And we're not saying that there is so. Let you will push out the Biafra and our Let you will make a very amount, you will push out the food. Let you will some camping. Let you will make a Biafra way there. Can you go and suffer the Jama? See that I don't know you got them.
Mazenam the Kano is not condemning any group, while Mazenam the Kano is not condemning any group whatsoever. Just like I am supporting any group at all, so long as you are fighting against Nigeria. While Mazenam the Kano is not supporting, is not condemning any group. The people that claim to follow him today, they say Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. Simon Ekpa is this. Simon Ekpa is that. After 10 good months of fighting Simon Ekpa, they didn't achieve anything. After 10 months of of fighting Simon Ekpa, they didn't achieve anything. Yet, they are now changing to Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. Simon Ekpa is the leader of a non-government. This and they are looking for freedom. You see, the more you blackmail me, the more you are blackmailing yourself. You think you are blackmailing me? You are blackmailing yourself. You don't know that? When the BBC came and do their nonsense disinformation, is it only Simon Ekpa that they showed his picture? Is it only Simon Ekpa? You all were there. All of you were there. You could not even defend yourself. The same Simon Ekpa you are calling all manner of names defended you there. And let me tell you, even when they mentioned Simon Ekpa, the issue they mentioned Simon Ekpa, there was nothing. I can defend anything I say. All of you could not defend yourself. Yet, you blackmail me. You think that when you blackmail me, when they want to call them, they call only Ekpa. All of you, your picture were there. Did you see my picture in the write-up? No. My picture was high, my video was hidden in the video. But all of you, your picture was there. Every day you look for Simon Ekpa, you post. Simon Ekpa is one quarter, Simon Ekpa is a Burima, Simon Ekpa is this. When the thing begin to happen, you think it doesn't, they will call you. And when the issue started, you could not defend yourself. You couldn't defend yourself. BBC did not say it was Simon Ekpa. BBC put your picture, all of you, as you were blackmailing Simon Ekpa, they did not say it was, they put all of your picture. So in this one, you say, we are going to kill this one, we are going to kill that one. All of your picture was there, your video was there. Yet, we wake up every day to blackmail Simon Ekpa. And if you don't, of course, some of you can never live. Hatred and jealousy of Simon Ekpa have beclouded the brain that you don't even have at all. I do not know when they are going to learn. They think when they promote Simon Ekpa by calling Simon Ekpa criminal, BBC will come and say Simon Ekpa. All of you, the more you are calling me a terrorist, the way you are calling me a terrorist is the same thing you are calling yourself. You think when you be a terrorist, oh Jesus Christ, this BBC disinformation should have teach all of you a lesson. You think when you come to social media because you hate me, because you are jealous of me, because you don't like me, you think when you call me criminal, you are going to pay for everything you say. You are going to pay. You carry my name and blackmail. Simon Ekpa is the leader of a non-government. Simon Ekpa is this one. Simon Ekpa is that one. You see the way BBC is dealing with you people? If anything is going to happen anywhere, you are going to also be dragged into it. And you can't even defend yourself. It's a body boss. It's a pataka. Everywhere. Get yourself educated, say no. Go to school, say no. Simon Ekpa every day. Simon Ekpa every morning. Right?
Welcome. Thank you for joining us wherever you are joining from. Like and share the program to all platforms. Share to family and friends. Share to those you feel have to hear us so they can join us on this very evening program. Remember, what we do in this platform is to encourage Biafrans and give update on what is happening. As before, Mazi Simon Ekpa has made his appearance again today. Mazi Simon Ekpa has made a mark today. The defense continued their work, and it was a very wonderful day as always. But the battle is not yet over until it is over. So wherever you are, every one of us must continue to make our own impact. We must continue to make contribution the best way we can. We must continue to make sure that our voice is being heard. We must continue to make sure that things are going the way it needs to go. There are a lot of things that are not adding up, but I urge every one of us to continue to do the best and focus on the restoration of Biafra. This is not the time to look for who is wrong and who is right. This is not the time to look on personalities. This is not the time to showcase who is special, who is important, or who is not important. Always focus on the reality on the ground. Every one of us know what the reality is. But for one reason or the other, we choose to create our own reality. Mazi Simon Ekpa is the Prime Minister of all Biafran people. Mazi Simon Ekpa is not just the Prime Minister for one person. He is not just the Prime Minister for one individual. He is the Prime Minister for all the Biafrans. And he is doing everything he has to do, and at the same time carrying everybody along. We should stop the divisions, the segregation, the notice me that we are doing. There's something they call notice me. Everybody wants to be noticed. Everyone wants to feel special. But I want to tell you that every Biafran is special. It doesn't matter the group where you belong. There are people who you can't even see them here, but they are making a great impact. There are people who are committing so much effort. There are people who are contributing financially and otherwise. But yet, you cannot see them anywhere here. They are silent. You can't see them. But yet, there are people who are always trying to show that they are more important than the other. That is, all those kind of attitude is not necessary. It is not necessary. It is not necessary. We must continue to do what we have to do. We must continue to showcase our effort. We must continue to work together as one, because the Biafra we are talking about is Biafra for all. It's Biafra for all. It is not a Biafra for a particular individual. It's not a Biafra for a particular person. It is a Biafra for all of us. So whoever you are, whichever contribution you know you can make, whatever idea you have, all you need to do is to bring it. Let us put those efforts together and win the battle. Let us put the effort together and win the battle. The photo shoot, the hugging and kissing, they are all very nice. As long as you do that in good heart, you do that in good faith. Whatever you're going to do, you do it in good faith. Everybody is trying to make sure that he or she feels special. But I urge every one of you that we should all do what we have to do and make sure that we make impact. Our people are so emotional, more especially our women. They can eat somebody, they can do anything, they can go extra mile to prove one thing or the other. But for me, I see you don't have any need to prove anything to anybody. There is no need trying to prove anything. The battle before us is the battle for the restoration of Biafra. And the enemy that we are up against is not sleeping, they are fighting tirelessly. We are supposed to be thinking about how to overcome this very battle. Today, court was a very good one, as we have always seen. The defense are doing their own job. The defense team are doing amazingly well. They are doing well. And tomorrow, by the special grace of CHUKS, Master Simon Ekpa is going to take charge. He will be the one to mount the podium and speak tomorrow. So the defense team are doing their job, and their job is going very, very well. What about you, the observers? What are you thinking? Is it only just about the picture, the hugging and the kissing? There are more to that. There are more things that we need to do than that. I have spoken about the unification of Biafra. The image we create before the world matters a lot. What image are we presenting to the world? The whole world is watching. Our attitude, our behavior, the way we embrace each other, the entire world is watching us. What we say, what we do, and the way we do things, the world is watching us. And everything we do matters. That is why we need to be very careful what we present to the world. As we are looking for the world to recognize us, as you are pursuing the recognition, it is very important that we conduct ourselves with discipline, with love and unity. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have showed that unity of purpose. He has showed that unity of purpose. That is why he is not forcing anybody to come and be under him. He is speaking with everybody. He is speaking with entirely everybody. There is no one that he doesn't speak to. He communicates with everybody and every group. Likewise, Master Simon Ekpa, you see him embracing everybody. Master Simon Ekpa is embracing everybody, regardless their differences, regardless what they have to offer. And it is very important to make sure you embrace everybody, include everybody. Because the Biafra we are looking for, I have said it before that in Biafra, we are going to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. Every one of them will come back home. You cannot drive anybody away. Whether you like it, you don't like it, you can't drive everybody away. Nigeria is a dead zone. The condition Nigeria have placed us is not something to write home about. We are in a condition that nobody will pray to be into. We are in a situation that nobody on the planet Earth will pray to be into. And that is why we are fighting tirelessly to get away from this madness called Nigeria. We want to walk away from the madness called Nigeria. That is why Biafrans are sacrificing everything they can sacrifice from all parts of the world. And they are flying, spending their time, spending their money, risking themselves to go and be in solidarity with Mazi Simon Ekpa. It is amazing. It is important. So every one of us, we must continue to represent Biafra and represent well. It is important. That representation and representing well is very important. Whatever you say, whatever you do, and how you do them matters. However you conduct yourself matters. We must conduct ourselves properly and accordingly. Because it goes a long way to show whom we are. It goes a long way to show what we stand for. So we must try as much as possible to continue to do the right thing in obedience and understanding. Mazi Simon Ekpa, there is no doubt he is winning his case. He is doing everything possible and he knows. He has told us to be patient. We have to be patient. Nigeria will never happen to any one of us, my brother. Caro, that is our prayer. Nigeria will never happen to any one of us. And that is why Mazi Simon Ekpa is putting his own career, his own life on the line. That is why Mazi Nandekano is putting his life and his career on the line. We have lost a lot of life in Biafra land. And I want to play a video that was made by one of the lawyers of Mazi Nandekano complaining about the situation of we, the Igbos more especially. Nigeria is happening to us, and it will not stop happening to us until we leave Nigeria. The only thing that can save us is leaving Nigeria. If we don't leave Nigeria, they will never ever allow us to have peace. I want us to listen to Maxwell, what he had to say. Maxwell made a broadcast, and let us see what Maxwell is complaining. Even though Maxwell is trying to join politics, it is up to him. As I always say, everybody have their own opinion. Maxwell is trying to go for House of Representatives or House of Senate or whatever. Maybe he wants to go and test it and see how easy it is. I don't care whatever you want to do, but don't be a stumbling block to the restoration of Biafra. Don't be a stumbling block. If you want to be a one Nigeria, it's up to you. Go and be a one Nigeria. But leave us, those of us who are already out of Nigeria. We don't want to be part of it. Allow us to have peace. I will only come for you when you are coming against Biafra. But if you are with us in Biafra, we can have other differences. We can misunderstand each other. We can have our different ideas and opinions. It's all well. Let's hear what Maxwell has to say on this his very broadcast that he released recently. Let's see the information he has to give.
My people, good morning. I just decided to make this video now, believing that this video will get to the president, it will get to the attorney general, it will get to the CJN, and because we cannot continue in this way. In the first instance, there are a lot of things that are happening in our judicial system against the Igbos. Yes, I want to say against the Igbos. Some Igbo guys were arrested from the southeast, and they were dumped at Wawa Barrack in Kainji, Niger State, in the name of being members of the IPOB, being members of the ESN, without proper investigation.
Did you hear that? The adoption of our people is still happening. And meanwhile, Finland is busy prosecuting Mazi Simon Ekpa for insecurity in Biafra land. Look at Barrister Maxwell reporting the abduction of our brothers and sisters and taken to an unknown destination with nobody going for them. Does it mean that Finland is not paying attention? Just like Dr. Masanga asked them. Did you look at what has happened from 2016 up to date? If you did, what did you find? And if you have found something, does what you find authorize you to accuse, allow you to accuse or detain as Simon Ekpa? Look at the report that Maxwell is giving. Listen.
Yes, I want to say against the Igbos. Some Igbo guys were arrested from the southeast and they were dumped at Wawa Barrack in Kainji, Niger State, in the name of being members of the IPOB, being members of the ESN, without proper investigation.
Imagine.
Innocent persons. Now, I gave you a story one day about one Chidebere Echefu and one Chidebere Echefu. How that young man was arrested from his house at Owerri. This young man was arrested from his house at Owerri on the 2021 by 3 a.m. by DSSS operatives. So the family members thought that this young man was dead. They searched for this young man. They couldn't see this young man. They forget about him. Only for somebody who came out from DSSS cell after 6 months now called the wife to inform the wife that their husband said that he is still alive, that they should look for a lawyer to come for him, that he's been incarcerated at DSSS headquarters in Abuja. That matter get to MDA Human Rights Committee. I was assigned to handle that matter. I visited DSSS Abuja. They said that the young man was not there. I went to DSSS Owerri. They said that young man was not there. So I decided to file enforcement of fundamental rights in favor of Chidebere Echefu. Only for DSSS, only for DSSS to file a counter saying that they arrested this young man and they kept this young man with an order, motionless bail, an order from Federal High Court to keep the guy for 90 days. And unfortunately for them, the 90 days which the court gave them, the order has elapsed. So when I now find out that this is started, they quickly rush to court and renew that particular order. And the judge did not ask, please, can I see this person that we are getting this order? Can you bring the person to court? Let me see him. The court now granted that particular order. It was when we now filed enforcement of fundamental rights, and the matter was assigned before another judge. And the judge, looking at what they filed and what we have filed, the judge gave this judgment. This judgment was delivered by FCT High Court on the 11th day of March 2022 by Honorable Justice Ogbonna, enforcing his fundamental rights, directing that he should be released with forthwith. Look at the judgment. I will paste it for you people to see. We served DSSS this judgment. DSSS refused to comply with this order. I've been going to DSSS, they refused me access to see this young man. Apart from one time, only once, the court directed that they should allow me. They just allowed me to see the young man. The young man has machete and what have you. So when they would have served this order, they refused. I continued to go to the DSSS. They said that the young man was no longer there. I don't know his whereabouts. The wife was crying. The relations, they were all crying. Only for somebody to tell me that young man has been moved to Wawa Barrack at Kainji. Wawa Barrack at Kainji. In the face of judgment of the court directing that he should be released. This judgment was not appealed against. Now, when all my efforts to see him proves about him, I didn't thought that the young man was dead. Only for this young man to send me a text to call me from Kuje prison. That was yesterday through their welfare officer. That was 3 days ago, saying that they have moved him from Kainji to Kuje prison. I said, so you are alive? I couldn't believe this thing. I said, you are alive. Now, when I now started inquiring, he started telling me what happened. That they were forcing them, a lot of them, that the people thought that they were there. They were there at the Awawa Barrack. So when they now decided to, they came to that place with some judges to start trying them. They were forcing most of them to start pleading guilty of an offense of terrorism, because they don't have access to their relations, they don't have access to lawyers, they don't have access to anybody. They will only have access to the lawyers given to them by the government from Ministry of Justice and from Legal Aid Council. So some of them don't even know what the judge is all about. Most of them they were just pleading guilty, and the judges were committing them. So reaching on his own.
Did you see what our brothers is going through in Nigeria? This is what our brothers is going through in Nigeria. And Finland is busy trying Mazi Simon Ekpa for insecurity in Biafra land. Mazi Nandekano is facing life sentence in Nigeria. Look at how they are treating innocent citizens. He did not steal, he did not kidnap, he did not cause any trouble. Just because he's an Igbo person, they call him IPOB. He's not even a family member of IPOB. Look at how they ruin his life. And many people that this thing now, this is the one that survived. Out of, if there are about 10 or 20 or 30 or 40 or 100 or 1,000 that went to this journey, along line, many have died. Many have died. Only the strong ones will survive. It is sad.
Everybody said that that is always plead guilty, that you never do anything, that is you don't prefer to die. Why should the person to plead guilty? Now Children is in Kuje prison. I learned that they have started trying him again. These things were happening majorly on the Igbos. We cannot continue like this. I'm asking you, the senator. I'm asking you, the House of Rep member, that
nonsense, bunch of idiots.
The people of Southeast.
Idiots.
Are you not aware of this? If you are not aware, you come. Let me tell you. Look at these ones.
They are idiots.
These ones, they are 142 of them. I got judgment for them. 142 of them. 142 of them. We got judgment for them. God ordered that they should be released. As I speak to you, they failed to comply with this particular order. I can go on and on and on and on.
Imagine. Even when God say release them,
what they normally do is that if you want to deal with somebody in the Southeast, you just write a petition against the person that is a member of IPOB or a member of the ESN. They'll just come in the night and whisk the person away. And they collect his access, deprive him access to the local petition of his choice and members of his family, and move the person to Wawa Barak. And the people say that we should keep quiet. We cannot keep quiet. Enough of this. There are some persons there in that prison. In fact, one of them, a pastor, they said that they were pushing some persons. Some persons now run into her church. This lady was picked. According to what I was told, she was forced to be plead guilty. She was explained to them. Don't even know the one that is guilty, the one that is not guilty, and she has been convicted. I'm calling the Igbo Lawyers Association. I'm calling the Igbo traditional rulers. I'm calling Igbo religious leaders. I'm calling the Igbo political leaders. Go and verify this.
Bunch of idiots.
You can set up a committee to go to various places. Go to the SSS. Go to that Wawa Barak. Let them bring out people there. These are persons. These are people's husband.
They don't care. They will not do anything.
These are persons' parents. You don't do things like in this way. Is it an offense for that you said that Nigerian unity is not negotiable? But you are treating some other tribe as if they are slaves in this country, and you say that people should not agitate for self-determination. I'm sad this morning because the way this thing is going is like they have two laws in this country.
It's not
They
have two laws.
Of course, you know that I didn't that the man in the Kano is not an Igbo. He wouldn't have been in Sokoto today. He was convicted and sent to Sokoto because he's an Igbo. Yes. I must say it, and I'm not going to withdraw it for whatever reason. I'm calling the NDA president now that we are NDA. They're going to the lawyers in Nigeria. They're going to convene in Port Harcourt for a conference. What are we going to conference here? We have people saying that if we're elected, and you establish Legal Aid Council. Legal Aid Council, you send people that don't juniors who doesn't understand what law is all about to come and defend the terrorists. You deprive the person access, even when most of them, when you manage to allow them access, you will not allow them to discuss their lawyer privately. Is that what the law said that we should be doing? We should stop this. I'm going to publish this now. That of TWA. I will publish it. This judgment was given in the 11th day of March 2022, and we're in 2026. More than 4 years, federal government failed to comply with this judgment. The young man is still there, languishing. The wife delivered 3 months after he was arrested. The wife delivered is now he should be entering primary school now. Yet this young man has not seen the family. Because you have an opportunity to be a leader, you have an opportunity to occupy a different office. Look at Malawi that started this. Where is it today? He started this. But we are thinking that when this government come, they will right those wrongs.
They are the worst. Right which wrong?
That is, I published.
Right which wrong? That is your problem. You people are believing that Nigeria will change. Change indeed. You are believing that Nigeria will never change. Look at what is happening to our people. Look at it. And tomorrow you begin to blame the Southeasterners. Why are they angry? Why are they complaining? You have heard from him how they are treating our people. It is not one, it is not two. It will not stop until we get out of the Zoological Republic. This madness will not stop. That is why every one of us must wake up.
One message that is being passed through is that it doesn't matter how bad, how incompetent, how corrupt, how morally decrepit a Muslim is, that Muslim has the right to dominate, rule, and control Nigeria than a competent, incorrupt, and very cerebral Christian or animist, as the case may be. So I think that what they are trying to tell us is, to hell with you. You don't belong to this country.
That is what they are telling us.
The problem that I don't understand is, if these people don't want us, why don't they let us go? Why is there a problem with having Biafra or Oduduwa land or anything? If they feel that they cannot accommodate us in this country, and that the best of us is not good enough to rule, but the worst of them is good enough to rule, what kind of a country is that?
My problem is that they complain. These people will not let us go. It is we that will go. And that is why Mazen Nandekano is doing what he's doing. That is why Mazen Simon Ekpa is doing what he's doing. If you are begging for anybody to let you go, they will never let you go. They see themselves as slave masters, and we are the slave. You need to free yourself. That is why these intellectual people, when they come out, they know the same thing Mazen Nandekano is crying. They know, they feel it firsthand, they feel it, they know it. But they don't want to join us in the agitation. Look at Mazen Simon Ekpa today in Finland, defending the cause of Biafra. With all these informations available, how can you justify arresting any Biafran across the world who is protecting his own family, his own people? How can you justify that? How can? Listen to this man again. Truth and nothing but the truth.
What message that is being passed through is that it doesn't matter how bad,
Yes.
how incompetent, how corrupt,
yes,
how morally decrepit a Muslim is, that Muslim has the right
yes,
to dominate, rule,
absolutely,
and control Nigeria than a competent,
yes,
incorrupt, and very cerebral Christian or animist, as the case may be. So I think that what they are trying to tell us is, to hell with you.
That is what they're telling you.
To this country. And the problem that I don't understand is, if these people don't want us, why don't they let us go?
They will not let you go. You need to go. You need to make that move to go. You are waiting for them to let you go. This is where the problem comes. This is where the problem lies. You want them to let you go. They will never let you go. That is why Mazen Nandekano is serving a life sentence. Because they will not let him go. And he wants to fight for it. It's sad. It is sad. Muhammadu Buhari started this mission. He started this. It has been a plan that has been coming even before now. But Muhammadu Buhari activated the new face of the terrorism you are seeing today. They murdered our people. Nobody said anything. And today they accuse him as a Simon Ekpa. Many of us, so even the informations that they are asking Mazi Simon Ekpa about today is in the public. Even CNN covered it, Al Jazeera covered it. The insecurity in Biafra and how the government of Nigeria was destroying the life of Biafrans. It was covered by international media. I want to play this one. So maybe if you have forgotten, you will listen and you remember. So it didn't start today, but today they are accusing Mazi Simon Ekpa of the atrocity that they committed.
Let's also look at another problem that seems to be emerging under your presidency. You've only been in power 9 months, but this problem in the southeast of the country, we're seeing the Indigenous Peoples Organization of Biafra, IPOB. They are protesting peacefully for the most part.
This is Al Jazeera, an international station, Al Jazeera, talking to the late Muhammadu Buhari, the criminal, the terrorist, the chief terrorist, late Muhammadu Buhari. Talking to her about him, looking at his face and telling him, why are you killing the Biafrans? Today they are accusing Mazen Nandekano and Mazen Simon Ekpa of insecurity. Look at the man that started it.
Let's also look at another problem that seems to be emerging under your presidency. You've only been in power 9 months, but this problem in the southeast of the country, we're seeing the Indigenous Peoples Organization of Biafra, IPOB. They are protesting peacefully for the most part on a regular basis. And there has been video, I could show you some video that's been posted of a very...
No, thank you.
You see? He refused to watch the video of the massacre of the Biafrans by the Nigerian military. The woman presenter told Buhari, let me show you evidence of the questions I'm asking you so that you will know I'm just not making it up. And he said, no, thank you. He doesn't want to watch it.
These are the images the president didn't want to see. They're on the internet and we can't verify exactly what they show, but it appears as though security forces were shooting at unarmed protesters in the southeastern state of Abia.
That is it.
This is footage I can't personally verify, but it looks as though the security forces have gone in very heavy-handedly shooting, and there were reported to be 7 deaths. I'm wondering, how are you planning to deal with this issue of Biafra? You, of course, have first-hand experience.
Quote, as 30 months ago, at least 2 million Nigerians were killed. And for somebody to wake up, maybe he wasn't born when there was this fight in Biafra and said he wants Biafra again.
Do you see how this idiot is talking? That was why he was bold to tell us that he would do it again. This idiot called us dot. This man that is rotten in hell today, he's in hell, rotten in hell. Look at how angry he was when he was asked, why are you killing Biafrans? Now he's reminding us that we are not born to civil war. 2 million died. Who are those 2 million that died? Not 2 million, it is 2 million children, entirely 5 million died. 5 million starved to death during that civil war. And who are they? They were Biafrans. All you can say is that we were not born then. Now you will teach us the lesson. You speak to us in a language that we understand.
We have multi-party democracy system now. Let them organize themselves and vote for to have a state within a state. But
you see, he said we should go and organize ourselves. Buhari said we should go and organize ourselves. He said it in a national, before the whole world. And Mazen Nandekano is organizing Biafrans. They took him and gave him life sentence. Mazen Simon Ekpa is organizing Biafrans. Mazen Simon Ekpa created government in exile and conducted a referendum, organizing Biafrans. And they went to Finland, bribed Finland, with fake details, fake blackmailing informations, and they blackmailed Mazen Simon Ekpa. Today, he is defending Biafra before the whole world. The idiots say we should go and organize ourselves if we want Biafra. We are organizing ourselves and they are killing us. We cannot fold our hands, organize ourselves, and you're killing us. We need to defend ourselves. But you said we should go and organize ourselves, and we are organizing. And we are not stopping. Mazen Nandekan is not stopping. Mazen Simon Ekpa is not stopping. And Mazen Simon Ekpa will mark your end. Already your end has come already. You're already rotten in hell. But for those you have left behind, they will suffer the consequence of your actions.
Vote for to have a state within a state, but to try and interfere with movement of troops, with economy, looking for Biafra, after losing 2 million people, I think they are joking with Nigerian security, and Nigeria will not tolerate it.
Why don't you invite them for talks?
Why should we invite them?
For the most part, they appear to be young people.
They say, why wouldn't you invite them for talk? He said, why should we invite them? But this same man is the one who initiated a discussion with terrorists in the north. This same idiot initiated the discussion with terrorists in the north. This idea of repentant terrorists was introduced by this criminal. This safe corridor was introduced by this idiot. This same criminal was part of those who went and brought the terrorists that are kidnapping people today, the Fulani terrorists that are kidnapping today in Nigeria. He brought them. He gave them money. He sponsored. This same man, Mieti Allah, one of the terrorist organizations that the world know, Mieti Allah, that the United States have recognized as a terrorist organization. This man gave them 3 billion. Members of Mieti Allah are in his cabinet. He is their what they call it, he is their mentor, whatever that is the title they gave him. And he was asked here, why don't you negotiate with Biafra? He said, why would I negotiate with them? Why would I negotiate? He won't negotiate with them, but he will negotiate with terrorists. He will pay terrorists money. This idiot, this man that is rotten in hell already. This idiot rotten in hell. He was asked, why not negotiate with Biafra? They say, why would we negotiate? And that is why any Biafra, just like the people I played their video, they are just there making noise. They will not let you go. You need to fight your way out. They will not let you go. You need to join us. Join Mazen Simon Ekpa. Join Mazen Nandekan to fight our way out.
Nigeria will not tolerate it.
Why don't you invite them for talks?
Why should we invite them?
For the most part, they appear to be young people, as you say, with no recollection
Yeah, they didn't know what
of
was
the war, the 1967-70 war. But these are disaffected young men for the most part, but young women as well, who are protesting, it would appear, against their reduced economic opportunities. Government allocations to state governments in that region have been reduced by something like 50%. These people
How much was oil costing? For the last 16 years, it was costing from over $140 a barrel, now to sometimes under 30. So the system of allocation has to correspondingly be reduced. So why shouldn't it affect them?
Imagine the criminal.
whole of Nigeria. From where do we get the money to give them?
Okay, Mr. President, I think our time is up, and I need to thank you very much indeed for taking the time to speak to me and for speaking to us. Thank you very much.
You see, this man is a criminal. That was the monster. He is now rotting in hell. He's now rotting in hell. This man is rotting in hell. See the way he spoke about us. They will not let us go. We need to fight our way out. If we don't fight to free ourselves, they will never ever let us go. This Janjaweed, they will not let us go. I want us to watch this one.
I like the title of chapter 7, The Beginning of the End. And you tend to make that point in all your books, that we are approaching the end. Is the end a revolution?
Look, whether Nigerians run away from it from now till kingdom come, the reality is that in the absence of a revolution, Nigeria will implode. It is inevitable. It's just a matter of time. When the rolling stone keep rolling, at some point it will come to a stop. Every rolling stone gathers moss and stop. The Nigerian situation is unsustainable. The point of implosion or revolution is in front of us.
In front.
It's right there in front. We're almost there. The last opportunity for a peaceful transition was in 2023 and it's already lost. That's just the truth. The last opportunity for a peaceful transition of power was in 2023. It's lost.
But there was a peaceful transition.
In where? No, that was what you saw was an hijack of power. The constitution was suspended in order to install the person in office today.
How do you mean?
Every rule that were meant to have been kept in the process leading up to the election, governing the election and the installation of the president, were observed more in breach than in observance. From INEC, which compromised the entire electoral process, sabotaged his own efforts, to the courts, who ignored clear rules and relied on technicalities in order to install a person in office. They killed that lie of Decree 24 of 1999. They killed it finally.
But technicality is law.
You see, technicality is law, yes, but technicalities do not promote justice and it does not build countries.
Are you saying Bola Tinubu did not win the 2023 election?
I said that without any hesitation. He knows it.
Who won?
Yakubu knows it. You see, if I will answer that question, it will be subjective. And the subjective answer will be Peter Obi. I worked on that campaign and I know as a fact that he won the majority vote and the highest number of states. But you have a situation today, and that is the tragedy of Nigeria.
How did you arrive at that?
I'm coming there. You have a situation today, and that's the actual tragedy of Nigeria, where INEC cannot tell you how it arrived at announcing Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the president of Nigeria. It can't give you any result to back up its declaration. What I have said to you comes out of the situation room, the presidential election situation room, of which I was a part. We had reports that came in from different states. And I know enough to know that even though he didn't make enough to have won on the first ballot, he won more states than any other person. I think he won in a total of 21 or 22 states.
Obi,
yes.
From your situation.
Yes. Even the
INEC
PDPs, INEC does not have any portal to show you. Is it the portal where they are uploading all kind of madness? Or is it the ones where you can't even read the Form EC8A that they have TPEX and written, overwritten, all kind of script? Even that script, WAEC will not collect that script from a student. That's what INEC is using, and it cannot even intelligently collate to say 2 plus 2, this is how we arrived at our 4. Election the result was being declared in the middle of the night, and then you heard the coup Phuket Mahmood saying without shame, go to court. When you hear a thief inviting you to go to court, you can be sure that his father or his co-accomplice is the one waiting for you in that court.
Definitely. We are showing you Nigeria live. You are seeing what Nigeria looks like. And Finland authorities and the international community should see what Nigeria looks like. When you're asking Master Simon Ekpa why he's doing what he did, these are reasons why no Biafra will ever back down from agitation. We will never ever back down, no matter how long it takes. I will show you Nigeria.
The colonial masters, when they came, realized that there were areas that were not controlled by the caliphate, neither by the Sultanate of Borno, and those areas were considered as occupying the Middle Belt area. In fact, a longitude has been demarcated, and if you visit the Willings Commission report and look at the Willings Commission map, you will see the area called the Middle Belt. Not only that, the Willings Commission went around between 1957 and 1958, conversing with Middle Belters from Zuru area in southern part of Kebbi, southern part of Kaduna, had sittings in Jos. So all these things have been documented to converse with the northern minorities as to whether or not a region should be created for the Middle Belters. It was the Willings Commission who told the Middle Belters at that time that you belong or occupy the Middle Belt area of the North, and that's how the Middle Belt thing came about. Of course, the agitators at that time had a different name, but of course they ended up as Middle Belt. Now, if people migrated to occupy some people's land, it doesn't change demography. The original people are still there. They are Middle Belters, and we call ourselves Middle Belters. And that is who we are. But all the same, we who consider ourselves Middle Belters, going down history and memory lane, are saying we are not Northerners. We are Middle Belters. And the North has always considered that way anyway. When it comes to such consideration as North, they say all of us are North. But when it comes to appointments and other consideration, they don't consider us as North. So why should this hypocrisy continue? Let them just say, we are Middle Belters, they are Northerners. Let everybody be who he is. We are not ashamed of being Middle Belters, but we are proud of our history, of our ancestry, and our motto is our land, our people, our heritage. So we are not ashamed of who we are. So let the North play its game as Northerners. We Middle Belters will play ours as Middle Belters. And we believe that, yes, we have so many things in common with the Southern partner. But after the British handed over power to the North, and the North continued to play a dominant role, whether it was within the military or within civilian administration in the polity and politics of Nigeria. Yes, we are not part of the Northern hegemony. We are not part of the caliphate, but we have to assert ourselves in where we found ourselves. Why? Because the British, through indirect rule, brought these nationalities in the North under some system which was alien to us, to the extent that some of our traditional titles had to change. Some traditional titles which had traditional names had to change to either Emir or Emirate or whatever because of the dominant North. While the people in that Emirate are either traditional worshippers or Christians. So all these are distortions created through the indirect rule foisted on us by the British. So today we are saying, look, enough is enough. You can't continue to remain docile in the same position all the time. You see a better position, you move to that better position. And because of that, we believe a better position now is partnering with people in the South so that we can forge a better Nigeria, where every Nigerian will have equal status as Nigerians, not some Nigerians dictating to others.
That is it. But when you hear him, you see where they are missing it. He's looking to form a better Nigeria, and he's talking about uniting with the South. We, the Biafran people in the southeastern region, old southeastern, we are not ready for any Nigeria. You, the middle belt, you better fight for your freedom. If you want to join us to break Nigeria, we break Nigeria. At the end of the day, you go your ways, we go our ways. You can join us to end Nigeria, but join us to build Nigeria. Never. That will not happen. But I played this video for you to understand that the agitation is not only Biafrans. The middle belt are agitating in their own way. The Oduduwas are agitating in their own way. But why is it that all the attention and focus and attack is on Biafran people? What have we done? What crime have we committed? Is it a crime to be an Igbo person? Is it a crime to be a Biafran? Only in Nigeria. And we will never stop fighting. I am showing the world what Nigeria looks like. Why Biafran people will never ever back down on the agitation. We will never. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever.
24 people have been buried right now, and then 3 are still in the hospital. This attack is due to what the Fulani have caused. They attacked one of our boys in Moorish. He was buried. They also came the following day and attacked Zokmetumbi, where they burned down houses, burned down tin sheds, burned down chemists, church. You can name all of those damages those people have caused us. They destroy our crops as well. As if that is not even enough. We've not even stopped mourning. And here is another attack from the same Fulani people. Some may look as if the Mohobul man is a troublesome person. No. We are known for peace. And it will interest you to know, National President, sir, that the Fulani have been troubling not only Mangu local government alone, but the entire Plateau state. Not only Plateau state alone, but even with the whole of the country. Not only Nigeria, but the whole of Africa. They are the problem of Africa. And let me tell you, the Fulani who are coming to disturb us are not the Fulani who are staying with us. They hire them from far to come and, evict us from our own communities. But I tell you, God that watches over us will never shame us. We are resolute as youth. We will stand to tell the whole world the truth, and the whole world must know. We have never gone to attack them. History has it. Check all the record of the incidences, all the crisis that is happening in Mangu local government. The Mohawk youth have never gone and attacked anybody. It is not only Fulani that are staying here, sir. Your people are even here, your tribal people. The Idomas, the Yorubas, the Igbos, you can name them. More than 50 tribes are staying here in Mangu. But we have never had any problem with anybody. So this is an attempt to take over our land, an attempt to ensure that land grabbing continues. But I tell you, the Mohawk youth have the capacity to end this. If the government cannot end it, if the soldiers, the security agencies cannot end it, the power that God has given the Mohawk youth is even enough to arrest any enemy who is giving us a sleepless night. That is what I can assure you of, because the Mohawk youth are not weaklings. We are not known for disturbing the peace and stability of our state, but we are only known for ensuring peace. But anybody who feels that we will not sleep, the person too will not sleep. That is the assurances I can assure you of. And that is the spirit that our people are made up of. So thank you for coming, and may God of powerful bless you now and always. And that unity you've shown us must be sustained.
That is Nigeria for you. Finland is looking for those causing insecurity in Nigeria. Finland is looking for those causing death. And every single video I played here, I have shown it. Look at the man that just spoke from Middle Belt. He's talking about a better Nigeria. But look at his people are being murdered. They are just making burial where he's making this speech. He's talking about uniting with the South. We can't unite for any Nigeria. If you want to unite for us to break Nigeria, fine. When Nigeria is broken, you go your separate ways, have your own country. Even if you're 2, 4, 5, 6, have your own country. We'll be on our own. That is the right thing to do. Any unity to build a whatever Nigeria, we are not part of it. We are not ready to join anybody to build Nigeria. I hope that the Finland authorities, wherever they are watching and observing, and we will continue to expose the madness called Nigeria. I am going to conclude with the message of our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa, and I want us to pay attention to this message and learn from it. One of his broadcasts.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. It is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, fellow Biafrans all over the world, depending on where you are watching from. This is live State of the Nation broadcast on this day, the 13th day of September 2022. I welcome you all to this wonderful evening from my location. So I am here to ask you today on the progress we have made so far and the challenges we may face in coming weeks. This particular State of the Nation broadcast is being aired on Voice of Biafra, 97.5 FM in Biafra land, and on all platforms of the entire Biafra. My fellow Biafrans, as the Biafra people are preparing and getting ready for breakaway from Nigeria and the re-declaration of Biafra Republic or the Confederation of Biafra, as the case may be, in 2023. The breakaway of Biafra has to be about sustainability, development, and the right to life, and the right of self-determination of Biafra. I want to remind us, including those watching me for the very first time today, that between 1967 to 1970, genocide against Biafra people, we lost over 3 million children due to starvation supervised by late Queen of England, the name of Queen Elizabeth II. And to that end, I would like to bring you back to the memory lane with the videos, or this particular video that you're about to listen.
Their aim is to protect British oil interests in Nigeria. But the Sunday Telegraph printed an internal government report which exposed this. There was an outcry. The man who leaked the report was an idealistic young journalist.
Relief workers reported an imminent danger that millions of Biafrans, many of them children, will soon die from starvation and protein deficiencies. The figures varied widely. The Red Cross estimated that 1,000 were dying every day. Caritas, the Catholic relief agency, put the figure at 10,000 a day. But no one will ever know the full facts because an accurate census was impossible.
That's
what happened to over 3 million Biafran children between 67 to 70, supervised by the late Queen of England. Today, the 13th day of September 2022, we mark the end to our 2 days sit-at-home civil disobedience, which recorded total compliance from Biafra people across the old eastern region of Nigeria, which is the Biafra territory. The sit-at-home also recorded success in other parts of Nigeria as Biafra people willingly decided to sit at home for these 2 days. We use this opportunity to thank all Biafrans who, out of their busy schedules, businesses, engagement, decided to embark on this 2-day sit-at-home civil disobedience as we continue to call for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, as we continue to sit at home and engaging ourselves in different civil disobedience for Biafra Republic and the Declaration of Biafra and the Biafra Freedom Cup 2023. We have also noticed Nigeria's unwillingness to release the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who today, for the very first time in Nigeria's state, has been to have been kidnapped and returned to Nigeria from Kenya. In breach of international laws, we want to bring it to the world and to the Nigerian terrorist state that the refusal to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come with heavy consequences going forward. Nigeria has also violated with impunity the United Nations Charter and other international instruments by refusing to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as demanded by the UN Working Group on Arbitrary Detention. This working group is a quasi-judicial body that has a subsisting legal mandate of the United Nations to consider and adjudicate human rights petitions against member states, against member nations of the United Nations. Nigeria is signatory to different international instruments and treaties. We are not relying to get justice for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Nigeria courts, but we will definitely free Biafra, and we will definitely free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by our own actions going forward. We commend the effort of the legal team led by Minister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. We commend their effort, but we want to make it very clear today to Biafrans that going forward, we know we cannot rely on the Nigerian judicial system as being controlled by the Fulani terrorists. We want to put it to the notice of the world and those Biafrans who are yet to understand how serious we are, that since the call for referendum by Biafra people and other indigenous nationalities in Nigeria has gathered momentum over the years, and Biafra picking up arms for self-defense against the government-sponsored terrorism and on the possibility of the Biafra state response and support so far has been overwhelming. from the northern groups who already has taken it upon themselves and have filed application to the ECOWAS court, taking Nigeria to court to allow referendum for Biafra to go as enshrined in the Article 20 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. The Article 20 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, all people shall have the right to existence. They shall have the unquestionable and inalienable right to self-determination. They shall freely determine their political status and shall pursue their economic, social development according to the policy they have freely chosen. The same Article 20 stretched that colonized or oppressed people shall have the right to free themselves from the bond of the domination by the resorting to any means recognized by international community. All people shall have the right to the assistance of the state parties to the present charter in their liberation struggle against foreign domination, be it political, economic, and cultural. Today, I dare tell you today, Biafra people and lovers of freedom, that we are under foreign domination, the foreign Fulanis. We are under siege by foreign Fulanis. The foreign Fulanis have invaded our land and they come with terror. And for that reason, Biafra people are taking the lead. We are now arming ourselves with pick up arms, and that's what we are going to do, and nobody is going to lay down their arms in Biafra land. The Northern Women Group have also called on the government of Nigeria to allow Biafra to go. And we are also stretching out very clear that these groups of Northern elders and women calling for the Nigeria state to allow Biafra to go should be taken very, very serious. And to that note, I want you to listen to the Northern Women Group calling for Biafra to go.
We obey the Biafran nation. No more killing of northerners, no more killing of police officers, no more killing of northerners and attacking their businesses. Let Igbo have their independent nation away from the rest of Nigeria. Nigeria on Biafra referendum in Abuja. We are the amalgamation of northern women from all parts of the north, north central, northwest, and northeast. We as mothers, we are always at the receiving end of any war, insurrection, killing, and act of terror. When our men were killed, we were raped and our children rendered orphans. We have no way to. Nigerian history has shown that women carry the heavy burden of war and act of insurrection and terrorism. We have gone through it from 1967 to 1971. Women, can we allow this to happen again? No! Our men died and left us with the children, no kata for out of nothing. Other men that survived simply move on, but we never move on. The aftermath of the war and the suffering left a lifetime scars in our heart and on our body. Therefore, enormously call on the leader and father of the country and the leadership of the National Assembly, President of the Senate, Dr. Ahmad Lawal, and the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Hon. Femi Bajabiamila, we immediately call for a referendum in the country. Let people choose the
Biafra people have done over the years. I want to inform you also that the former president of Nigeria, during last Sunday preaching, the name of President Olusegun Obasanjo, also called and preached on the famous Pharaoh, let my people go, from the Bible. And on that note, President Olusegun Obasanjo was directly referring to you Biafrans. President Olusegun Obasanjo was directly referring to the federal government to look into the Biafra because we are coming with hell. We are bringing hell. Obasanjo have seen it coming. And to that note, I am going to bring the preaching of Olusegun Obasanjo last Sunday.
Please be seated. Verses 1 and 2. I read, let my people go so that they may hold a festival for me in the desert. Who is the Lord that I should obey him and let Israel go? I do not know the Lord, and I will not let Israel go. Aaron and Moses, Aaron and Moses went to deliver God's message to Pharaoh. And Pharaoh disdainfully, and he rejected the word of God. But not only did he reject, he said he did not know God, and he didn't want to know God, and of course, he would not let Israel go. Come to the title of my exhortation. What then is testimony? Testimony is evidence given by a witness. Testimony must put God first. As we have seen in Joseph. Joseph did, and he made God the actual interpreter of dreams. There will be people like Pharaoh in our second passage. And remember, he said, I do not know the Lord. Let Israel go. You did not know the Lord. And you didn't want to know the Lord. You rejected even the words of the Lord, the message of the Lord. And its end for destruction. Self-destruction.
ìparun lójijì.
Ọlọ́run fi ìdáhùn. God showed him in miracles and finally in self-destruction the power and the mightiness of God.
Ọlọ́run fi ìyanu hàn àti títóbi bó ti tó kó tó lè gbé parun.
We have modern pharaohs.
A ní àwọn Fáráò ìgbàlódé òní.
Do not know God.
Tí wọn kò mọ Ọlọ́run.
And don't want to know God.
Wọn ò sì fẹ́ mọ̀ ọ́.
They will mock you.
Wọ́n gọ̀ yín.
They will ridicule you.
Wọ́n á sọ kọ́kọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ̀ yín mọ́lẹ̀.
They will reject your words.
Wọ́n á kọ ìyìn rere tẹ́ fún wọn lọ.
No matter what testimony you give.
Kò sí bí ẹ̀rí ṣe wò kó tóbi tó.
That should never worry you.
Ìyá òwúlọ̀ méjìlá sí òun.
And your belief and what you know to be right.
Àti ìgbàgbọ́ yín lórí ohun tí ẹ mọ̀ bí ó dára àti tó jẹ́ òtítọ́.
The faith of Pharaoh must teach anyone a lesson of the mightiness and the miracle and the immensity of God.
Ìgbàgbọ́ ti Fáráò yẹ kó kọ́ ọ̀pọ̀ lọ́gbọ́n bí Olúwa ti tóbi àti bí ó ti lágbára tó.
Success begets envy.
Àṣeyọrí máa ń mú owú wá.
Jealousy.
Owú búburú.
Pull him down.
Láti fàlùlẹ̀ àwọn ènìyàn.
PhD lákọ̀ọ́lì. PhD. Backbite.
Ìṣòro ẹni lẹ́yìn.
Reputation destroyers.
Láti àwọn ẹlẹ́yàmẹ̀yà.
Reputation destroyers.
Àwọn tí máa ń bà kán jẹ́.
Tí wọ́n ń gbani lórúkọ jẹ́.
Right, my fellow Biafrans, you've just listened to the word coming from the former president of Nigeria in the name of Olusegun Obasanjo, directly talking and speaking to you, the Biafra people, and of course speaking to the Nigeria state. Obasanjo have never spoken in this manner. Obasanjo have absolutely no reason whatsoever to preach about Pharaoh, let my people go, within Nigeria context. If Obasanjo was talking to the Nigerian government about election, there is no similarity, there is nothing to do with Pharaoh, let my people go. Obasanjo was talking to you, Biafra people. Obasanjo know that the autopiloted IPOB of this Biafra liberation will bring hell to Nigeria for Biafra to come. I want you to understand that our goal is to make sure that Nigeria do not conduct election in Biafra territory come 2023. That was a direct message to Biafrans for the so-called secession. I want to inform Biafrans too that one of the Northern elder, also stressed the importance of 2023 election as he struggled to preach to ignorant Nigerians to make sure the election holds in 2023. As a direct response to the Biafra people. Our response to him and to Northern Nigeria is that we, the Biafra people, has resolved that Nigeria cannot conduct election in Biafra territory in 2023. This is a task that must be done at August. So on this note, I will also bring the video for your own knowledge.
The choice is ours. If we are concerned about our current state of insecurity, despondency, and hopelessness. If we are concerned now about our declining values, our rate of hopelessness, if we are concerned about our economic disposition now, if we are concerned about how poorer we are going, every day we are getting poorer, if we are concerned about the decline of education, if we are concerned about the decline of the health sector, if we are concerned about the bad image the international community has on Nigerians, if we are concerned about our future and the future of the next generation, we have a choice to act wisely, to think wisely, to behave wisely, and to vote wisely, devoid of any sentiment. This is the last chance we have, 2023. Well, this is our last chance. If we get it wrong, we will never get it right. And let me warn you, there are people in this country now, high-profile individuals who have only one message. They don't want election to hold, I swear. They are busy going from pillar to pole, planting venoms, landmines, hate, all sorts of misinformation to ensure that they confuse you and me and them all and sundry, so that elections will not hold. Because they're not, if elections hold, people are getting more informed. We are wiser than ever before. We are going to make a wise choice. They don't want us to choose wisely. They want us to continue choosing stupidly. They don't want elections to hold. What are they doing? They want to incite you and me into breakdown of law and order. They want to ensure that they incite you using your religion and my religion to ensure that we kill, we maim, we destroy, and we incapacitate, so that there will be total confusion, there will be breakdown of law and order, there will be arson and murder, so that the country will break. Let me warn you, that this war between Ukraine and Russia, just that war, there are 10 million refugees. The entire United Nations, look at the money they have. They are battling how to settle 10 million refugees. If you dare allow yourself to be used to destroy this country during the coming election, you are saying that we are willing to have 200 million refugees. No country in the world can operate 200 million refugees. No country. Countries neighboring Nigeria are suffering economically. They have their own sort of economic and political problems. Niger cannot accommodate Nigeria. Neither Benin, no Togo, no Ghana, none of these African countries. No country in the world can accommodate 20 million refugees. And that will be the result of a total breakdown of that order if you allow it to happen. Make no mistake about it. This brand of people, set of people are not wishing Nigeria well. They are not wishing well. You must be wary of them. They are there in the garb of Islam and Christianity. They are there in the garb of Hausa, Igbo, Fulani, all the tribes. They are there. We have all of them in all of these tribes. They don't want election. Don't intimidate. Nobody is instigating in the church and the mosque. The function of the church and the mosque is to teach you morality, to guide you through morality, and to guide you through salvation. If a church and a mosque cannot guide you to salvation, that church and mosque are not worthy of being attended worship. God. If any bishop or any reverend or any father or any imam or any ustaz or any alarama instigates you to go into violence, or not to cast your votes, or to do anything directly, indirectly, or tangentially related to violence, disobey him in wholesale and retail. Disobey him in wholesale and retail continuously. Don't obey him. Don't believe in him. Avoid him. He is cancerous to the society. He is cancerous to the religion of Islam and Christianity. He is an enemy to Nigeria. 2023 is beyond me, you and me. It's about the entire Nigeria. The world is watching. There have been predictions in the past. Nigeria will break in 2050. It never broke, but it doesn't come. It will not break in 2050 because we are going to make a wise choice.
And may we respond to him that Nigeria will break up by and in 2023. And Biafra people will take the lead of Nigeria breakup. There is no amount of security, intimidation, killing, genocide, mass murder of Biafra people will stop us from instigating it in 2023. It is a notice we are putting to the world and to Nigeria. My fellow Biafrans, I want you to understand that as these people are planning to exterminate and annihilate us, B2B involvement in 2023 general election is endangering the life of Biafrans across Nigeria. The momentum the Biafra freedom movement has gathered the last year has put every Biafran in any part of Nigeria in vulnerable position. And so therefore, we want to call on all Biafrans across Nigeria to be very vigilant as we try to make sure that before November, B2B will be put to shame. Because the idea of B2B is never to contest for the president of Nigeria. He is being used by the British to bring distractions and make Biafra people to validate the impunity and the evil Nigeria for the next 8 years. Next 8 years, if Nigeria did not break up next year and Biafra get independence next year, you may never live to tell the story. So B2B involvement in the election is endangering the lives of Biafrans in Lagos and other parts of Nigeria from the extremists. We've made it very clear that Obi is on his own. Biafrans can never trade presidency over the freedom. Biafrans will disappoint B2B before the end of this year. And on that note, I want to also bring a video evidence of how Biafrans have been put, their lives have been put to jeopardy by the activities of B2B. Here we go.
I did very well, and everybody can this. This is a WhatsApp sent by Tinubu's group. No, read it out. I want to read it as everybody can.
Forward plan left.
No. Okay. Just say that. Just read that one.
Yoruba, shine your eyes on. If you go from to automatically notice seaport south, and Southeast, then Igbos will stop coming to Lagos State to invest, rather they will go to Delta and River State. They may even stop building houses in Lagos. It will affect a lot of Yorubas. Yoruba they know.
This is your content. You don't see the value of let's have something better. He read all the confusion. And that's it. And you support. I'm not sure I'm not using it. You support me. When the country and give me money, say they can go in the best country. Even when you talk well. All the problem of the country. That's the problem. Let's ask the same question. Hey, he will tell you. Somebody said to me, this candidate, there are people who fought about the start state. It's okay. And he even lost everything.
But to inform you more that our civil disobedience in preparation for Biafra declaration in 2023 recorded good sources. This democratic response from welcomed and well-meaning Biafrans are responding to our civil disobedience. The last 2 days, sit at home was welcomed warmly by all Biafrans, and we are awaiting the Biafra breakaway by 2023 with great anticipation. As we forge ahead to make headways, this movement to liberate Biafra by 2023, there remain, however, good challenges that could potentially affect a peaceful transition from a single Nigeria to different nations or states. These are the ever-present issue of how the oil industry will be affected, the nature of the currency, the scarce water resources, and finally, the external debt. As we struggle to address these issues, it is the intention and the intent of Biafra people to engage in a dialogue with the parties forward. We are ready to engage in dialogue with every parties involved. Do not take Biafra liberation as a joke. Otherwise, we are going to take you away. We would therefore advocate conducting this talk outside Nigeria borders, and that there would be overseen by people we are going to appoint and name in due time. In anticipation, we will look onto special envoy from all member states from the United Nations Security Council. The intent of this talk will be to search for some sort of final settlement between Biafra and Nigeria. As it stands within the Biafra people, we have finalized about certain percentage of border demarcation. And on this same issue, only have few issues left to resolve within ourselves. In weeks to come, the Biafra flag, like we mentioned during our last State of the Nation address, in weeks to come, Biafra flag will be raised in the entire territory of Biafra. See the Biafra flag, you will know that you are in the territory of Biafra. So the border demarcation of Biafra and the issue that will involve the United Nations Security Council and the special envoy will be looked into in due time. Why we are putting this forward as early as this is so that you will not be taken unaware, because we are coming very hard. We are coming very hard on Nigeria. The result of this talk will be the presentation of a comprehensive paper for how Biafra and Nigeria or any other city nation from Nigeria will honor their commitment. Do not take this broadcast for granted. The most productive role as we look to the United Kingdom, the most productive role the United Kingdom could play, as they are the one who colonized Nigeria, with their interest, they could adopt in this process would be to assist by using its influence to reach a mutual understanding and build the bridge during the disintegration of Nigeria in 2023. When this will occur, we expect them to use their influence. And if that did not happen, we will go through the hard way, which is making sure we engage in guerrilla warfare until nothing is left of Nigeria. We will make it very clear, as I speak for Biafra people today, it is very clear that as it stands, with over 100,000 men of Biafra people ready for battle for the freedom of Biafra, excluding Biafra serving in Nigerian army, we are not scared to die. We are not scared to be killed or be intimidated by the military siege in Biafra land. As you continue to kill the innocent Biafrans, we will continue to take you one by one. We will take you unit by unit. We will take you troop by troop. And we will take you barracks by barracks until our freedom. The fight for Biafra liberation is not a crime. Rather, it is a fight for survival. And finally, we are not expecting the Nigerian government to obey the request and the directive and demand of the United Nations to release Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. Our activities going forward, it is the result and will be the result of the Biafra people. We will make sure you will not know peace going forward until Biafra is restored. I want everybody to understand that what we are doing is what everybody has done in the past. The way Biafra were killed in 1967 to 1970 will never be the way it is going to happen this time around. I want to use this opportunity to encourage Biafrans all over the world to stand very strong. Do not be intimidated by what the Fulanis and the terrorists are doing using the Nigerian government apparatus. As we are hoping for the best in these coming weeks and months to come, I wish you well. May God bless Biafra. May God continue to destroy the economy. May God continue in the silence of the night, we still call your name. Through the storm and the struggle, we carry your flame. Though the walls may be high and the chains may be strong, your voice echoes louder every freedom song. Look, we remember your courage, we remember your stand. For the people, for the future, for the promised land. Even when you're not here, your spirit still leads in the hearts of the people, in our words and deeds. Oh, we no go tire, we no go fall. Through the fire, we stand tall. We know he will be free. Oh yeah, in our hearts, in our dreams, we believe. Simon Ekpa, we call your name. Born for the struggle, born for the flame. We know he will be free. One day, through the night, we go see better day. We miss your voice, your guiding light. But your spirit keeps the fire burning bright. From the streets to the villages, the message go round. Every voice, every soul in a freedom sound. No prison can silence what the truth has begun. Like the rising of the moon and the shining of the sun. Hey, they can try to hold you down, but they don't understand. This is bigger than a man, it's the cry of a land. From the letters to the youth, everybody know. Freedom is a seed and it's already grown. Oh, we go rise again. We don't go fade. Through the pain, your voice we hear. We know he will be free. Oh yeah, in our hearts, in our dreams we believe. Simon Ekpa, we call your name. Born for the struggle, born for the flame. We know he will be free. One day,
from